Here's a harsh reality for football fans. Injuries are an inevitable part of the game, and sometimes they strike at the worst possible moment. And this is the part most people miss, how a single injury can reshape a team's entire season. Green Bay Packers wide receiver Jayden Reed is the latest example, as he's now headed to the injured reserve list with a fractured collarbone. But here's where it gets controversial. While the Packers celebrated a 27-18 victory over the Washington Commanders, the cost of that win is now coming into focus. According to coach Matt LaFleur, Reed will undergo surgery early next week, likely on Tuesday, with the team optimistically eyeing a November return. But can the Packers maintain their momentum without one of their key playmakers? That's the million-dollar question. The injury occurred during the first quarter of the game, when Reed caught a 39-yard pass from quarterback Jordan Love. However, the play was called back due to a holding penalty on right tackle Anthony Belton, who was filling in for the injured starter Zach Tom. As Reed was tackled, safety Quan Martin landed on his right shoulder, causing the fracture. Reed was visibly in pain as he left the field, and despite initial hopes that he might return, he was officially ruled out before the second half began. The Packers were already ahead 14-3 at that point, but losing Reed forced them to adjust their game plan on the fly. Love quickly found Romeo Doubs for a short touchdown pass, proving the team's depth. But is it enough to sustain their success? At just 25 years old, Reed has been a standout performer for the Packers, entering his third season with impressive stats. 119 catches for 1,650 yards and 14 touchdowns in his first 2 years. He started this season strong too, with 3 catches for 45 yards and a score in Green Bay's Week 1 win over the Detroit Lions. Reed is part of a deep receiving corps that includes Doubs, Dontavion Wicks, and rookies Matthew Golden and Savion Williams, not to mention tight ends Tucker Kraft and Luke Musgrave. With Reed sidelined, Kraft stepped up in a big way against the Commanders, hauling in 6 passes for a career-high 124 yards and a touchdown. But will this depth be enough to fill the void left by Reed's absence? The Packers' 2-0 start is undeniably impressive, making them just the 5th team in 55 years to achieve a rare feat like this. But as they move forward without Reed, fans and analysts alike are left wondering, can they keep this momentum going? Or will his injury prove to be a turning point in their season? And here's a thought-provoking question for you. In a league where injuries can derail even the most promising teams, how much should we rely on depth to carry the day? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the Packers can weather this storm, or is their undefeated streak in jeopardy?